Junkin' Pool over here in Poorville. How's everybody doing today? So getting a little bit of a load here. Basically got some copper wire in there and some breakage and sealed units. It's all got to be gone through. I'm just getting it out of the yard. Some old extruded bumper supports there, the old cutters. I think these fire extinguishers are aluminum. Anyway, been just coming up here to the skid steer, the bucket, and kind of dumping it in there. We got to get that old trash can out of there. So been trying to get a load in. I've been doing more cleaning than loading though. This truck, I don't know what's wrong with it. I think this, well, I believe the starter connection's out of it for one. I think the tranny might have decided to quit working. But something feels like it's locked up in there. It's got like first gear when it it's got the drive gear, it didn't have reverse, and it's got a really bad drag to it, so I don't know. This is Debbie. So I'm out here cleaning up some glass. This is aluminum frames here for the most part, I guess. Debbie, you want to do some video and I'm going to play a little bit here? Okay. Careful. Oh. Stand over here a little bit. You're good right there, Debbie. Okay. So watch yourself if you clean glass. Make sure you got glasses or eye protection on, gloves. And of course something to drop it in. And then our trash man's got one of them hydraulic lift things, so you can make them a little heavy. And if it don't come out easy, just come back to it. So I see on the computer that, don't eat it, I see on the computer that aluminum rims, car rims, they're paying $25. Somebody on the computer, fairly local here, is paying $25, and I made a comment about somebody buying them for $25, and somebody else was telling me they're getting $30 for car rims. So if it's got a tire on it, it's supposed to be like $18. I try to get the majority of the glass out, and then someday I'm gonna probably take all the trim out of this and take it in, because I think aluminum's, see if I can get this out right now, coming easy, is I'll put that in the trash. That way I'm not trying to clean it up. And that'll go in the back of the truck in a minute. I picked this up out back a while ago, and I come up here and I got most of it back on the ground again. So in a minute we'll take a trip out back. Watch your eyes, Debbie. I hit it right in the center. That'd be the weakest spot, I would assume. Some of this glass is pretty hard to break at times. You want something fairly heavy so you don't got to get real close to it with your knuckles. Not that anybody hasn't broke glass before, but Debbie, video that little tractor as it goes by. weather stripping and get rid of that. Now this, if it ain't fiberglass, that's fiberglass, so that don't go for nothing. If it's, sometimes they're aluminum, I get sheet, I think it's sheet price they pay on that, but this ain't nothing. That goes in there. Whoops. That can go on the truck. All that mess that I gotta clean up there. That ain't so bad.
No.
So there's so much stuff that's been around here for quite a few years. So I could take this whole load of stuff into the yard and go through it over there probably. I'm not really worried about it. It ain't no way in the back of that truck. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with that truck. Get this stuff out of here. We got a mess to clean up. We're getting there. Debbie's a good worker.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Am I having a bad hair day, Debbie?
oh, I don't know. You're fine.
A little wild today. I always try to. What I've been doing is bringing the we don't really have garbage, anything that would stink or anything like that, unless you get a pail that's been set around. We have plastic garbage because we got garbage service and we try to use it. It's included in our taxes, so there's no sense in not using it. Probably have to get a dustpan and clean some of this fine stuff up. We get a little dirt, that's fine. What I usually try to do is compact this a little bit. Watch your eyes, Debbie. Can you shine that in here? Or video in here?
I can try.
Once we get it in there, just kind of give it a couple breaks. That's good. Don't really want to pulverize it. Yeah, they got a big hydraulic arm. They pick it up and they dump it in the thing right in front of the truck. Throw a couple of these in. Debbie, just don't step on that.
Yep.
Want to come over and see how pile grow, Debbie?
Yeah. From the back side.
What's that? Yeah, I got it a little bit, but not really high enough to. Let me see if I remember which one to pause. Might be a little shaky here. Getting ready to take in some 2-foot. Let me move that out of the way. So we got to still go through this a little bit. We got some more right here. I guess we're going. We got this area all cleaned up, pretty much. This wood I'm taking to the other place for our chicken coop. Took that fence down. I'm gonna hang on to that and keep it. This is pretty much clean down through there. Still cleaning some of it, little spots here and there. Yeah, it's a little tricky driving with trying to hold the camera and steering with my knee. And these grapples, clamshells, or whatever they call them, they're pretty handy. But sometimes if you go to grab buckets or pails, if there's another one around, you catch the one you're not trying to get. See, now this is a good screen there. That goes as aluminum. I think that goes as sheet or breakage, maybe it is, I can't remember. Sheet would pay more than breakage. I was watching something, I don't know if it was the ice scrap guy or who it was, but I'm thinking they were saying something about sheet getting up to maybe $1 a pound. Uh-oh, Debbie's over here gonna... What's that?
I had to go back and get this.
Oh, watch it. You want me to do it, Debbie? You ain't even got glasses on. Let me do it. You hold this a minute. Can I borrow your gloves? I got mine up there. But... That just looks like it's double thick glass. I mean, there's a couple layers there.
Yeah.
Might have to. Watch my eyes, Debbie. Usually if I'm not processing this, I leave stuff around, and that way I usually get the windows out of the way so they don't get broke. Sometimes they do, but most of the time they're probably broke when we pick them up. I hope this is aluminum. It kind of looks like aluminum, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
There's that plastic, because we don't want to clean plastic.
That's true.
That's aluminum. This piece looks like plastic there. Well, we got aluminum on both sides, and that looks like plastic. So we don't even care about most of this window. It's gonna be a long video.
Yeah.
Fast forward it. Don't forget the thumbs up and subscribe. Junkin' Foo and Debbie over here in Poorville. I know there's a lot of guys that really ain't into scrapping, but sometimes people just get into it a little bit for mostly a hobby or something, when they're doing their regular 9 to 5 or whatever. Yeah, that looks like plastic to me.
Well, we don't need to keep that, huh?
No, didn't even have to break that one. Flip that down, see if I can cut my arm. A lot of this is plastic. Yeah, the problem, we're trying to clean this place up, and we either got too much rain. That's probably a good idea. We either got too much rain or it's so hot. I found. Anyway, I'll check this out. I know there's something that scraped aluminum on here. That piece is out of there. Yeah, the inside aluminum of that. I try to put these so when they go garbage man comes, they don't get stuck. They just don't. Well, I hope everybody's having a good day. Debbie's been out here when I was out back and took up a couple more cans of it. That'll be going to 2 for service over there tomorrow. We don't usually put much out over there, but sometimes we bring a couple from over here and it kind of goes around. There's Debbie.
Have a good day, everyone.
We're going to go and have a coffee break or some tea or something. Go find some junk. Or save yourself a bunch of work and not. Goodbye.